During today's livestream, Frontier shared some additional information about what's going to happen in Update 15. They showed us some video clips of a new upcoming Thargoid variant that we are going to be able to fight in the new update that's scheduled to release in May. While they didn't share much, we can still speculate, and there's a few things that we can deduct, and I have my own theory about what it is and how it's going to affect the game. Are you also struggling to find the perfect gift for family, friends, or loved one? Then check out today's sponsor, Under Lucky Stars. Create your own custom star map showing the night sky at any place or any time. It's the perfect gift ideas for anniversaries, weddings, baby showers, or any other special life event. In fact, my wife and I brought one for a wedding a few years back that's now hanging over our bed. And if you go to the link starmap.d2ea.com, you will get 10% off your order. So the new Thargoid craft that you can see here on video. The first thing is, there's been a lot of speculations already whether it is a new Scout or Interceptor variant. Personally, I am on Team Scout here. Looking at the size, looking at how quickly it seems to move, I definitely think we are dealing with another Scout variant. However, if that's the case, that this is a new Scout, it seems to be the most powerful variant of the Scouts that we have seen yet, as it seems to be able to both do shut down fields, but also have the lightning attack, something that has up until now been exclusive to the full-on Interceptor versions of the Thargoids. One of the most interesting aspects of this new vessel is its behavior. Assuming it is a Scout, I would assume it's going to behave very differently than the existing Scouts. If you go into a Thargoid conflict zone today, you can largely ignore the Scouts. You will go and kill some in between waves of Interceptors, but as soon as the Interceptors arrive, you can largely ignore the Scouts. They will usually stick around the station, try to attack the station, rather than hunt the players in the instance around. With all these new offensive capabilities of these new Scouts, I could see these being maybe tailored more towards hunting players rather than just sitting and shooting at a station. Simply because it seems that would add a lot more difficulty to Thargoid combat. Up until now, experienced aUEC pilots had made it into an art form, both predicting when the Thargoid will use its special attacks like shutdown fields and the lightning attack, and how you can avoid them, negate them, prevent them from ever being used at all. There's a number of different tricks you can use there. But if we suddenly get a Scout thrown into the mix that's going to be able to do the same things, that's going to make things a lot more difficult. We know that the lightning attack, for instance, can do a huge amount of module damage. Now, while I'm expecting the lightning attack on a Scout variant would be less potent than what we see on the Interceptors, having a Scout sneak up behind you can be quite detrimental to a fight. Especially, I think, if you are using some of the tactics that we use today where people are cold orbiting around Thargoids. If you're suddenly getting snuck up behind by a Scout that fires a lightning attack at you, thereby negating all your pips while the attack goes on, where you effectively have no pips at all, that could very, very easily pull you out of that orbit. I'm going to assume that just as when we get a warning about the shutdown fields from the Interceptors, we're also going to get a warning about the shutdown field from the Scouts. So you will have a warning, likely. We don't know, but I'm just making assumptions here. But as I said, a lot of experienced aUEC pilots will know how to prevent Interceptors today, not even firing off these attacks. But all of a sudden, if you have Scouts, are we going to be able to do the same with those? I don't know. That's going to be interesting. The other thing that's also interesting is what kind of payout are they going to give, as these are clearly more difficult than other Scouts. We've already seen the Scouts have two different payout levels depending on their type and their difficulty. As this seems to be a way more difficult Scout, I think it would be fair to assume that the bounty you gain from these Scouts is also going to be significantly higher. And there's also the question about where do they spawn? Do they just spawn randomly in any conflict zone? Are these Scouts something you have to go and hunt for, or be more like go to specific places, a bit like the Authors variant? That is all questions that we don't know yet, and that we're probably only going to figure out when these things are eventually added into the game. Now, while all of this is just my own personal speculations, I would love to hear what you guys think in the comment section below. And if you want to keep yourself updated with the latest Elite Dangerous news, there's also a like and subscribe button below. And if you want to support the channel, you can do that on patreon.d2a.com. Thanks a lot for watching, and until next time, I'll see you guys in space.